say the 29th conference? Mike?
Oh, we're here today at the 29th Dignity and Humiliation Conference in indoor Madhya Pradesh, India. The middle of August sometime, and the 19th I think today is. And earlier today we had a Dignologue discussion which was quite passionate, and I'm here with Sashi Kumar.
Yeah.
And maybe you can just introduce yourself a little bit, and then I think for the audience, if you can talk a bit about what the general topic was, and then also what your own research findings were in the community. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am Dr. Sashi Kumar. I teaches in human rights in Department of Human Rights in Ambedkar University, Central University in Lucknow, India. And in dialogue I presented, I spoke about what makes the people to hate the others. What are the how people hate? What on what grounds they are hating the people, and why people hate? Because I feel that people are hating the people on maybe a behavioral pattern, but many people they have inner sense of hating the people on the social ground, on some identity, because they, some like social origin, race, caste, creed, language, reason. These are the issues on which people hate some generally, and people, if you go around the country, you find there are so many discrimination events. People his war is also on the hatredness. So starting from this thing, I asked the audience, the participants, to give their views about how they feel about the hatredness on grounds, and I feel that many of them are saying that in personal ground, when the people are interfering in the personal privacy, they hate. Some people they hate because of their enmity. But when I talk about the social issues, social contrast, people be passionate, because in India we are living in such a society where we find a undemocratic structure of society, where there is historically there is a discrimination on basis of caste, and this has tremendously affected the society, the unity of society. It hits the human dignity where we are talking about, and this hatredness, this human dignity is nullifying or destroying the country's solidarity, unity. This is what I started with, and with my research, which I did with my students, I have a field study in the Kanpur, where there is man scavengers, those so-called low caste, we call in India Dalits. They were there, and I studied there. I tried to find out how they are living, what they are feeling in their livelihood, daily life, and I came to know when you go there, you find there is so much filthiness, heaps of garbage, houses are not constructed properly, no water, sanitation is not proper way, no light, all these basic amenities are not there. So, and they are living, but they are living their life, and one of them are saying, we are kachra, we are garbage of the city. We can't enter in the posh areas, in the mall area, but we are outside. But we do go there, we ship the things, and we come back. Our life is like that only. We are living for centuries, like my grandfather did same thing. I am doing also. Maybe my next generation will do same thing. So where will go? And that's what I think. And I felt, I have taken some clippings also. I have shown here. So I find that such type of living is full of humiliation, bitterness. Ladies are telling that we are no life, no dignity with us. Even my own husbands are, when they come with the drunkard they beat us. So such story of humiliation I want to show to the people here, and I feel, and then I wanted to tell me the methods how we can solve this problem, social problem of this mass scavenging, and important that how we can minimize the distance, human distance we have developed with the lower caste and the we people. So
Yeah, I think both of us kind of come from the same place, Bihar, UP, which may be a slightly different ethnic milieu to what we see here sitting in a very nice university campus setting. And from this point of view, and when we have the Dignilogue this morning, we had many passionate views from different sides, but a lot of them were tied to a larger issue in some ways, the issue of caste, and got away from the specific issue of manual scavengers. And you can't actually separate the two, but because of the larger feelings and passions about reservation and education and jobs, it makes it very difficult, in my view, it makes it very difficult as a society then to address the real day-to-day problems of the underclass that none of us ever sees. I mean, none of the people sitting in the elite universities of India, we don't see that because we're not a part of that community. So do you have any sense of how we as a country, India as a country, politically, socially, however, somehow manages to remove the focus from the feeling that reservations have somehow disempowered people, have taken away our status, or hurt our dignity, and address the people that really have had no dignity from the standpoint of Indian society for centuries, millennia? How do we address that issue and maybe take the focus away from, or maybe link the two in some way? How do you feel we get over this major problem that we face here in India?
in my understanding, I think that this is not a it's not a problem which is newly erupted, but it's a century-old problem, and naturally it will take time to solve the problem. And of course, if you see the historically, we have constitution. Constitution is the law of the country. In the law, we have a rights also. We have a law for the protection of the rights of the Dalits, SC, STs. We have central law also. We have in fundamental right itself, we have abolished the untouchability. But untouchability in a different form is erupted. It is coming up. In the discrimination is in different form, not with the touching the person, but in the jobs, in the schools, in the professions, you find that these so-called people are not getting proper respect. Job is different thing, respect also. We find that some quotas are there fixed for them. If you see the whole data of the country, how many percent of people are there in these jobs? Mike, morning you're telling that make this manager scavenger's job equal to the manager's salary. I think even though they will not take, salary not matter. Matter, you will go and to sweep the things of the people there. So I feel we have to change the mentality, the behavior pattern of the people. That is what I'm thinking. And law is not only the tool to solve the problem. Social behavior, social, you can say, action. What Neera was telling, we have to do same thing of exercise in the schools with the Dalits, with the local people. Even locality also we can do such things. We can, social gathering, social mingle, social harmony required. Then only you can do. And for this, I think what I say, reservation is not a solution. Why then reservation is one opportunity to give them a job. But before them, please please give them dignity. Relieve the dignity first, then they will give them training, education facilities, land, basic needs. Then they can go for education. Then they will get the job on. One day, Madam Vinita was telling, politics reservation is for only for 10 years. It is true. But politics has politicized the issue and it is extending. They are not doing the real job. Schools are not created for them. There is no facilities there. How many people can afford to come to this luxurious and the high quality education system?
Yes.
Very few.
Indeed.
So access education is to be provided to them.
Okay.
This is what I think that then we can solve the problem of this discrimination.
Okay. I'd like to thank you very much for bringing the topic to the table and allowing us to have this very passionate dialogue. And I'm wondering if maybe in a very one or two sentences you could frame how you feel and give a message for the rest of the world
Yes.
on this topic.
Through this example, through this case study, and through this instance, because this is very passionate subject, I know, because this will create the debate also. It fills the Indian society. But through this thing, I want to let this thing is not only in India. This type of discrimination, racial discrimination, is also there in US, in other parts of the country where there is religion conflict is there. Conflicts, social war, civil war are on this area, on the issues. So I want only solution is this: global citizenship, feel global humanity. We all are together, no Dalit, no non-Dalit, no upper, no lower. We all are together. Then we can make a world of living for humanity. Otherwise, they will continue with violence, discrimination, indignity. Such things will coming up and it will remain. So protect the human rights. Everybody has a human right. Even now we have a saying that animal also have a right. So being first treat the person as a human being. Then only we can think that they are human, and human dignity can be achieved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.